Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go after one of the what's considered the hardest and most impossible to crack niches out there, and that is in the personal injury field. The mecca, the holy grail is mesothelioma and asbestos, and I'm going to go with a fairly large, well-known city of Tacoma, Washington. So we're going to look at things like mesothelioma lawyer, Tacoma, mesothelioma lawsuit, mesothelioma legal expert, Tacoma asbestos lawsuit, and let's see, how about Tacoma asbestos attorney? Okay, just to kind of get a general understanding. And using the M3 mini money site method, I'm going to see if I can crack this and see how quickly I can crack this niche and get some results right here on Google. And let's see what we can do, because right here when I go into the M3 program, I go and use this software. It just takes me through. It's a simple app. So I'm going to use this, fill out a few quick things. I'm going to put in a post office address because I'm just using this. I can totally turn around and expand on this. I can rent it to somebody. I could, if this was this, maybe I'm an asbestos attorney, right? And I'm doing this for my own business, but either way, I can do this. And so basically all I need to do is fill out a few quick things. All right. So like there's some general information right there. I can even use a redirect phone number if I want to. Like I said, a post office address. I'm going to put in I'm going to find a YouTube video. I actually found one I really liked from the Mayo Clinic about mesothelioma. I'm going to use that. Going through here, I just need to fill in some keywords too. So I'm going to put in some quick keywords. We even have a keyword selection tool that's built right in that I can use to go and select keywords. Everything is here. So once I do all this, I'm ready. I'm ready to generate this stuff. I put in a little bit of content there, really easy. It's all explained, paint by numbers. Takes minutes to do this whole thing. All I've got to do is click a little generate button, and then all of a sudden I have everything I need to be able to generate my mini money site. Let me show you what that looks like. So the M3 mini money site method app has now created this content, this site. So in a couple clicks, I have been able to just have it all deployed right here in our powerhouse known as Sparksio. And you can see I've got a full site right here in Sparksio, and this is all editable. So everything this was automatically generated just from doing the steps. It took a few quick minutes. If I want to make some edits or changes or anything, I can do that right here. Everything is editable. I can even, I even have like some custom things I can do. I'm not going to go into all that and bore you with everything, but it's all done here. Like if I want to change some of the buttons and the text on the buttons or where it links to, I can certainly do all that stuff. It's all there, all very easy. So let's say, for example, I don't want to use this background image. All right, just to kind of show you some of the customizations I can do real fast. Let's just say I want to use something that's more like Tacoma, Washington. Well, we have a whole library of built-in images, and you can also upload your own. But let's see here. I've got a couple like mountain scenes. So here's one right here. Let's see what that looks like just for Tacoma, Washington. Just curious there. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And yeah, there's also this parallax effect. If you don't know what that is, that basically means the picture stays still while everything else moves. Really cool looking. So yeah, let's just go with that. I'm cool with that one. And I've got my video there. I'm going to change a couple of these images because I'm not sure they really relate. So I'm going to go open the image library. I'm going to go to people. Let's just pick some of these right here. I'm going to do like, let's see. I've got like let's just do some like inspiring type images here because it's kind of a tough subject matter. But yeah, there's that. But I can also go back here, go to people, and let's see, I can choose this guy here standing up on the mountain. That's cool. I'm going to go with that for right now. Let's see, maybe change this surfer image. I can do the same kind of thing. Let's see if I want to use that same image I used for the background, actually. So it kind of has some commonality. So I'm going to apply that, and I'm going to save all this stuff. It takes a second to save it, and I'm good to go. Now, basically, I've got my entire one-page money site here ready to use. Let me preview it and see what it looks like live before we start publishing this. But there it is. It's all done. It took a matter of minutes. Like most people, even your first time, can do this in like 45 minutes, very easily, very possible. To have a fully optimized mini money site like this. It's nothing short of awesome to be able to do that. And then we can go even further with this, obviously, because we've got an entire thing built in here. The SEO is baked right in the page settings where you can get really, really detailed with it. For example, I can mark this up as a local business, and I can go further, and I can go and choose. I think we've got what? I think we have a category here for legal services or professional services like that. Let me double check here. I got home and construction. I mean, everything you can imagine is in here. Professional services, yeah. So we got attorney. All right, so I'm going to choose attorney, and I'm going to fill in some stuff there. I'm not going to bore you making me fill this out, but I can just take like not even 3 whole minutes, fill that out, and everything is telling Google and the search engines exactly what this is about and how powerful this is what you're about to see next. Okay, all this is done and it's time to publish. So to do that, I'm just going to go over here and export it. And once I export it, I'm going to go over here I'm going to use, for this case, I'm going to use Amazon S3, which is free for the very first time. You use it when you first get started with it, and dirt cheap thereafter. It costs pretty much nothing. So I just dragged that whole site over here and exported it in, and you can see it's here live through Amazon S3 servers. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and do one little quick thing that is very clear and obvious in our M3 app and program when you use the mini money site method to seduce Google really fast. So let me do that real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, now let me put a little stopwatch here, right here, okay? Because I just published it. I made it public because that's one of the things you have to do. You have to come in here in S3 and make it public. There's a little option there where you can make this public. So I made it public. I did my little seduction there. So I'm going to start the stopwatch. I'm going to show you like this is all done in minutes to begin with, from like actually having nothing at all. Just a little idea. Like, I'm going to go after one of the most impossible niches in the world, all right? Personal injury, especially mesothelioma and asbestos, and I'm going to go after that and build that. So from nothing all the way to being done in like, what, 30 minutes or less, I got that. So now it's published, and we're 30 seconds in from it being live, and I've done my little Google seduction trick. And because of this mini money site method and how powerful it is, I'm going to see if I've already begun to validate and get results in Google. So let's go back to that first search there. Mesothelioma lawyer Tacoma. Okay, this is nowhere to be found. Just a couple minutes ago, right? I showed you this just earlier. Nothing, right? Now let's refresh it. Let me go hit the refresh button, and let's see. Let me refresh again here. Let's see. Look at this. We are number 2 spot right there. That's that page. I already visited it, so it's purple. So there you go. Tacoma mesothelioma law expert. So we are number 2 for that. Let's go check out mesothelioma lawsuit. Let's refresh that. Look at that, number 1 on Google. Let's go look at mesothelioma legal expert Tacoma. All right, nowhere to be found before, and I'm going to refresh this right now in front of your eyes. Look, number 1 for that. Let's look at Tacoma asbestos lawsuit. Nowhere to be found, and I'm going to refresh this. And look, let's see, that's number 3 right here on page 1. These are big money niches here, guys. Like, if you don't know about this, just for example, in mesothelioma and asbestos lawsuits, lawyers pay sometimes $500 just for a phone call. To get a phone call for this. All right, so let's refresh this one. Asbestos attorney. We got what here? Number 1, 2, 3, number 4. All right, on Google. So that's 5 keywords. 5 for 5, all on page 1 in the top 5 in about 2 minutes. I'm going to stop the clock right there. In about 2 minutes. That is how awesome, powerful, and amazing